Hi everyone, me again. Welcome back to xameliax, and if you're new, hello to you too. We make all kinds of videos on this channel, everything from beauty to fashion to travel, and we throw some lifestyle vlogs in there as well. So if you like my face, if you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button and stick around for a while. So if you're a nail fan, you may have watched some of my nail art tutorials before. This is the face behind the voice that's normally a voiceover on them, and I thought I'd pop together a little video to show you my setup in case you fancied filming any nail art tutorial videos or any kind of crafting videos, any drawing videos, that kind of thing. Just a really cheap and easy setup for overhead filming, basically, because I get a lot of questions about it on my nail Instagram, which is at reddognails. Come over and follow me. So I thought I'd just show you my little setup. It's so easy, you won't believe, and it's also really cheap. You don't have to spend a fortune getting loads of expensive equipment. It's like 2 things and that's it. So I film my YouTube tutorials on a phone, not this camera. It's literally just on a phone. It's so easy. You wouldn't believe the quality of a lot of phones these days. They are just as good as this, and they're perfect for a nail art tutorial. They're also a lot easier, I find, to mount, so they go overhead. I've got 2 phones, and depending on what I'm doing at the time, I'll use one of them. One of them is the iPhone XR with the most adorable phone case, by the way, and the other one is the iPhone 8 Plus. Both of them are pretty good with video. I normally use the XR, I think, because it's the more up-to-date one, but it depends on what I'm doing and what I need my other phone free to do while I'm waiting for polish to dry or cure or whatever. And I used to do it downstairs at my beauty desk, but now I tend to do them at my little office desk that I've got set up here. You want a nice clean background, so it's just a white desk from IKEA, and my mount for the camera, or the phone as you will, is this one, and it's literally just a very cheap mount that I found on Amazon. I think it was less than £20. I will leave a link down below for everything that you're going to need, but it basically clamps onto the side of your desk, and then you can angle it to sit where you need it to sit. So I'll show you how that fits onto the desk, and then you're also going to need a light source or 2 depending on how dark your room is. I've got a daylight bulb in my normal ceiling lamp, and then I have my ring light that I normally use to film my YouTube videos with, like sit down YouTube videos. There's also a natural light source from the door there, but you tend to want to have it so you can set this up at any time of day, you know, so if it's dark outside it doesn't matter, you can just turn on your studio lights, and you essentially just need to watch out for shadows. So if we've got that turned on there, you'll see that there will be some shadows depending on which angle we're sat at. So let me set the camera up, and then I'll show you how you can combat any shadows as well when you are filming. So my clamp is attached to the desk. It's nice and sturdy. I've made sure to screw it in just enough, and then this sits over where we're going to be working here. Now if I turn the camera on, we'll be able to see the different shadows we've got, but you can see that they're kind of on that side there, so we might need to just adjust our light source to make sure it's nice and smooth. So it's just a bit of trial and error really of moving your light around, so depending on where you're working you're not going to get loads of shadows. You might even find that it's easier sometimes to tilt this right over, so that kind of like sits over the phone, but just watch out for any shadows that you might get from your the arm of the rest and stuff. But yeah, you just kind of move things around, get it as close as you need it, as you want it. Also another thing to watch out for is reflections. So you might see that there's reflections on the nails here from the ring light. So in that case you might be better off buying a strip light source instead of a round light, because I find that they're a little bit better. But if you get loads and loads of shadows like this, all you have to do is introduce another light source from this angle to get rid of the shadows. So I've got this little strip LED daylight lamp from Hobbycraft. It's like super cheap, but it works quite well. It's not super strong. Let me show you if I turn it on. It's not like really strong, so definitely not as nearly as bright as that one, but it does a job, especially if you're mobile, and it just kind of like helps to give you a little bit more of a light source and get rid of some of those shadows. You can just angle it to wherever you need it to go. So if we pop it there and bring it right in, you'll see that it helps get rid of those shadows a little bit more. Personally, I find that by having the ring light directly above and you kind of like film through it, you see what I mean, that's the best light not to get as many shadows as before. You see it's really quite bright all the way around with my second light source there, but you're just kind of helping yourself already by having it above. So you could probably get rid of that second one. You've still got a few shadows if you get rid of your second light source, but yeah, if you've only got one light source, then filming from directly above is going to be your best bet. Just get a tripod that is able to kind of like tilt it in that way. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. You could also buy, you know, a big sketch pad, like an A3 sketch pad of white paper, and just do it on that. And then if you have any spillages, you can just remove that paper, flip it over, you've got a fresh clean sheet. Really easy. Super quick video, I know, but hopefully that will be helpful to some of you. If you were wondering about how exactly people get that above shot when they're doing like tutorials and stuff. So I'll leave a link to everything that I use down below. I'll try and find an affordable version of the ring light, because I know that this was about £75 when I bought it, which isn't going to be like affordable for everybody, but I'll try and find a few different options. And the clamp, like I said, is super cheap. But if this has been useful, then give it a thumbs up, and if you're new, click subscribe if you want to see some of my nail art tutorials. I'm just about to film a couple of them now, so they'll be up probably after this video. But yeah, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.